Hello and welcome to my stream. I'm Senja, the modder of the Shadows of Skelos mods, and I hope that I'm better to hear with my new microphone. Could I please have a little feedback? And why don't I see my screen? It's just black. Come on. I should probably... share my screen. Yes. Okay. Yes, that looks better. Okay. So you can see something. Yes, I'm fiddling around with a Twitch Studio Beta version to stream. And I lost my audience. Great. So let's see if I can hear myself. Test. So let's see. Yes, okay. It looks at least like I'm hearable. So I can close that window. Okay. So today I want to continue with my Caveparts. And yes, you can see already some rock columns I have included into the mod. And there will lots followed, and I'm just trying to tidy up a little bit so we can have a free area where we can build things and test them. So as you can see, I was quite busy in testing things, but I haven't tidied up. So let's see. Yeah, the crystals. Interesting that they're still in the air, but we don't have a corresponding check, I guess. But that wouldn't work in the game. Okay, so we got an empty map. And here we can try caverns and put that columns inside. So let's just take this one. Okay. Here, I guess, here we can include some pillars. Okay, and I remember I wanted to edit that so that we don't have that overlapping of the foundations. Probably I should do this first, because else I might forget. And here we have also a cave where we can place our columns. Okay, so this was L section CRL 03. Let's find it. Where did I put that? CRL. Which is it? This one. 03. Okay. So we have to lower our sockets a little bit. Where are they? Build sockets. And they are hidden here in the drop down menu. Come on. Okay, so we should probably put it to -20. This should be good to go, but let's check. If we don't get problems with the other asset now. One cave, and that was the other. Yes, okay, now wait. I wanted to put that here. It's slightly better now, but still not perfect. Yeah, and here we have that problem. If I alter it. Okay, so this would be probably something you have to have in mind if you use that building part, that you just put your foundation under the other building parts and not under this one, as this might look through. Or you have to cover it later on with some stones, but let's revert that little changes. So we have the same height again. Now it should be good. Oh, come on. Okay, it's the same height again. So, and we still got a little seam over here. Okay. Let's cover the seam. Take a seam cover. And cover it. Bam, nothing to see here. Okay, let's check that columns. Guess I have to get rid of some items in my inventory. Why can't I drop everything? Okay, that columns. I guess I just build the first 16 to appear in the game. Okay, this might be a little bit small for that cave. Yeah, here it would fit a little bit better. Okay. Bam. Yeah, they might be a little bit too short on some edges, but you can place some stones, I guess, on them. But we will need to check that out later on. If it's really the case. Not that I'm talking bullshit and you cannot do things as you want to do them. Okay, we also got some smaller ones. Don't know, do we have a small section somewhere? Doesn't seem the way, okay. We will find some usage. I'm sure we will. Okay, lots of columns. As you can see, they are fitting perfectly to the cabin environment, and you will be able to change color later on with the so-called cavern part switcher or whatever, which works the same way like I designed the crystal switches. So you don't have to color them one by one, but you will be able to, well, color a bunch of them at once. Okay, so the first 16 do work. And yeah, let's continue to make some more. I already prepared some more blueprints. I got to column 39, and I guess we have, well, let me check. Where are you? Quite a lot. We got 52, oh my gosh, 52 columns. So there should be a fitting one for every one of you. We probably could also try to invert, for example, that one, so that you can use it coming down from the ceiling and put your other columns on top of it, especially those which you can see has no cover or a bottom section. So this might be a good idea, but we can have a look on to that later on. Okay. So until 52. Oh my gosh. And I need icons for every one of that. I guess that's the most, or the biggest part, which is slightly annoying and time consuming, I fear. So if anyone wants to help me designing literally hundreds of icons, feel free to reach out. But I fear it will be some part I have to do. Okay, this is an open one. I should probably track it, but okay, I won't. So we will have to search for that later on. Yeah, I already have prepared the meshes, so and the blueprints. So this is literally copy and paste. And refreshing all the nodes, compiling the blueprint. And later on I just have to edit the item table to include all items, and then we can check them inside our play view. So as you can see, all the columns have different heights. That's why I guess it will be either a little bit trial and error to see if one is fitting, or some piece of that will overlap your cavern or your cavern tunnels. But yeah, I guess the most important part of the caves are the inside and not the outside. And it's up to you, admins, to cover that ugly outside, if there may be overlaps. Okay, this is some bent to the side column. Okay, we'll have some more, 7 more to go. So they really do vary in height and thickness and look. So there will be huge variation of rock columns. So this was a model we just had, and we need to switch it. Lovely. Refresh, compile. 52. Imagine I would have to do all that 52 columns in all of the 27, I guess, rock colors I got. I would go crazy. I would simply go crazy. Okay. So this one seems to have a closed top, which is actually nice. So, and it has a closed bottom. Okay. So this might be a candidate which we could also put onto our ceilings. But first let's do all the floor variations. $48. Guess this is another solid one. Yeah. No, it's open on the bottom. Okay, but it's solid from the top. Okay. This will be quite interesting. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Refresh, compile. Okay. Also interesting looking. Could be some kind of podest. '50. Column 50. Column 50. Also some kind of podest. But it looks very similar to that previous one, didn't it? Okay, yes, a little bit. 49, but we're at 50. Yeah, but it's slightly different. Refresh, compile, save. 2 more to go. 51. More pillar type of column. Refresh all nodes, compile, good to go. And the last one. 52. Okay. Seems to be, yes, just half model which you could use in Caveparts to do whatever you like. Okay. But whom am I to judge? Okay, 52 items. Just let me check for the data table. So here we go. Yes, come on. Give me macros. Here I prepared some empty items, but we're okay, an update. I'll do that later on. And that was too much. We just need 52. So we can delete this. Yes, they will have all the same description. I'm a little bit lazy. So we're going to adapt these. I didn't change it. See? So my identifier and of course the item ID should be different. So my calculation magic recognizes the correct entries. Here we go, and this is what I have to link, so I'm just dragging it over to my second screen, and I need to copy the paths. So 16 was the last, so we have this one. Let's just drag, drop, drag and drop and drag and drop and drag and drop and drag and drop. And drag and drop and drag and drop. And I guess again, it's the most boring stream you've ever have seen. But even if no one is watching, I will do my work and continue to talk to myself. Forever alone. But maybe one or the other will either watch the recorded stream, or I don't know. Yes. 31, 32, 33. But once I'm done with this part, we can have a look of all these columns inside the current game engine, which is actually quite nice. 38, 39, 40. Okay, I probably should have named my stream to Counting with Senja. Counting with Senja. 42, 43. Wait, I should take the correct one. Yes, sadly, this is nothing I can just drag down in my Excel, no, not Excel, my LibreOffice Calc spreadsheet. So I really have to do this manually, which is a little bit boring. I guess I have mentioned already that modding can be quite boring, because you have to do a lot of repetitive steps which are not very interesting. But as always, as this belongs to modding, I'll show you the ugly truth. Okay, so here we go. I just filled in that table. We can have that lookup class table filled, which will help me to get my removal tools to work. Which reminds me that the cleanup tool didn't work as intended. I probably should have a closer look into that one. But not yet. Okay. I'm sorry. All tables successfully exported. And we're good to just include our changes into the item table and in the class lookup table report. Save. save selected. And now we can have a look inside of the game. I just fear that the cave is probably a little bit too small for everything to build up. So I guess we have to use some more, yeah, some more cave, okay, it wasn't the huge one. This looks a little bit better, but we have another seam, so let's cover. No. Let's cover it. Let's take this one. This was the cave I was looking for. Okay. Another seam. No. Then let's take this one. Coverage. You haven't seen any seams. Okay. So then let's spawn the columns. We had seen up to 16, so it's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, just let's use them first. Still just some, oh great, small ones. Okay. Yeah, what can we do with the small ones? Do they fit better inside the tunnels? Well, probably. Okay, not like the big ones. That's too small. Is that? I really should do the bridges next. Yes, okay, it's slightly better. But still. Okay, just let's place these. We really have to look upon that later on. No, that was a cavern section. All the small ones. that was one of those that are, I guess, closed upon. Yeah. We really have to turn them around. For example, why can't I use saw? What the heck? Okay, I should probably tell them that they are configurable, else it won't be recognized. Okay, it takes a little bit to be compiled again. So it's still compiling, and after it is done, the columns should be configurable as well. So we should at least be able to see how it would like if we just turn it around. Okay, let's see. This one, yes. And now we can just turn it around. And put it upside. Okay, probably we will just hit the border here quite soon, so we cannot really put it up with our saw tool due to the restriction. I guess we should really circumvent that, as this asset pack is, no, not the asset pack, that mod is designed to be for admins only. I guess it will be safe if we change that and lift that restriction a little bit. Let's see, where did I put that? It was inside the actor component and inside this lovely one. And here we have the correct placement setting, and I guess it was inside this one. Check the boundaries. So I guess it should be fine if we double it, triple it. Yeah, let's say we triple it. This would mean we have this number. So this is 768 and this is minus 768. Dip, minus 768. Do I have it somewhere else? Ah, yes, here we go. Another check for the skeletal meshes. Okay. Compile and let's test. And I should probably document that. And 768. Yes, 3. Okay, so let's check. Let's check if I did it correctly or if I messed it up. So this was what we're going to try to lift, and here we go. We can lift it much higher. Great. Much higher. And here we are within our border. Okay, but we could, for example, take, now let's fetch the small column and do something like this. Which might be a little bit odd looking, but hey, it's a cave. And we can use different forms as well. Like this one. Or whatever. So we can have a better usage of the short and bigger, taller columns. Okay, but we really should make some of those columns to hang from the ceilings. Okay. No, we wanted to test the other ones. I am already too fast when it comes to placing so many columns. So many columns. Okay, this is some leftover from the map, the original map. Okay, so I guess we had our last one from around 30, and here we go for the other ones. No, we had this one. This one, okay, smaller one. Bigger one. Lots of different forms. Okay, probably we can take this one and put it somewhere over here. So we have form like this. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay. Two. Okay, you could even use these to place more columns on top of columns. And have lots of lovely columns in every size and every form. We had these one twice. And column, let's check. 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, this was the thing we got. Gosh, so many columns. Where have we stopped? Yes, this one. Two. 48, yes, it was 48. $49. 51. Oh, we forgot this one. Ah, yes, I remember. And this half-sized wall, whatever. So you could hide some curves in your tunnels or whatever. Or even build some kind of room if you use twice from them. Cool. Oh my gosh. So many items. And with this, you can, for example, use some other column to simply cover that gap. And do whatever you want to. So, okay. It will be interesting what you will do with all these settings. But as you can see, those work. And I can shift them, move them, do whatever I like with them. And we really need a bridge over here. Okay, bridge, bridge. Bridge, bridge, lovely bridge. So let's make a new folder. CVAR. Caveparts various things. And it's derived from our master blueprint. SvS 3, it will be placeable. By the way, did I? BP? No. I just mentioned it at BP and I didn't use anything here at all. Okay. So my naming convention already got lost. Okay, so it's just a blueprint and it will be some gangway. Probably let's give it a number. Give it a number, so we have several of these gangways. And where are the meshes? The meshes. No, not the swimming items. Meshes. Case extra. Here they are. So I guess we can. Very interesting. Is this one appropriate? I don't know what to deal with these steel things. Okay, and I haven't used the material, made the material double-sided. Could be useful. So we could see the same texture from below. Yeah, we could take these as a bridge, but we have some stuff in the air then. That is kinda not optimal. Okay, I fear I have to come for a solution for that. Okay, walkway 7 spline. Let's take this one. This one and no, yes, of course. Not in the particle system. Particle systems is now mesh, so here we go with our walkway. Oh my gosh. The 0 point is up to no good. And we need to have that twice. So we can try to make a bridge. Okay, let's turn this around. This will be some interesting bridge. Okay, and this is our placement point, which we need to put somewhere in the beginning. So we should probably... I need to have the top view. Yeah, probably like this one. And let's try to turn it around. Isn't that even? Yes, maybe. And try if we can fiddle it together. Does not really match that good. Probably like this. Okay, let's give it a shot. I don't know if this will work out any good. But it's a bridge. It's some kind of bridge. So I will just add this one in my tables and let's see. So we have some kind of bride. No, bridge. I'll probably use it. Test bridge. And leave that empty. So here we go. And copy over. I'm just moving it to the second screen. Come on. And link that blueprint now once it's ready to my item table, which we have to expand and export. And the macro do all the magic. And so we can simply edit it or re-import that in the item table, and now it should be in our game menu. So let's see if we can cross this game with our safe made bridge. Bridge here. Tiny shiny little bridge. I thought it would be bigger. Okay, this is really tiny. I guess we at least have to double the size to fit with our player model. A tiny bridge. Sweet! A sweet little tiny bridge. We need the blueprint, the blueprint over here. So let's double it. So, and where are we? Okay. We have to do some moving again. And we have to put it a little bit higher. I don't know. Probably like this. Somehow I think that it's not very usable. Okay, at least it's bigger. It seems to be more fitting to the character size. But we have that stuff hanging in the air, which has no correct usage. Don't know. Probably if we can sink it a little bit to the ground. Yeah, we still have a small uneven thing. As it's down, it's a curve, and it's going up here again. It was originally meant to be used with splines, but I'm trying to use this as well, a bridge, which apparently it works, but it looks a little bit odd. I don't know how we can save this, or if we can save this at all. Let's see. This one is a little bit better, but we still have this one hanging into the air. I'm not sure what to do about that. We could probably cover that with some stones, but if we have a stone bridge, then we don't need any walkway. Yes, pity. I thought those walkways would be a little bit better to use. This is more straight, but still. Oh, here's the beginning. Wow, okay. But on which we can do this stance for. Okay, I fear I have to find something else which I can come up with a bridge. Or probably we can really do with some rocks. I wonder if we get some smaller rocks, which this is more of a smaller rock. If we can have something to walk on. Don't know if this might be too big. Yeah, I really have to come up with something. Or can no. These are nice, but it's not something I could use to bridge over the gaps. No. Okay, Sanja has to be creative. Okay. But then let's first finish the columns and put those columns which have some closed ceiling, some closed tops onto the ceiling and turn it around. So we have, let's have a look. No, this one is open. So this one is closed. 29. I guess I really should write it down. Pen, something to write. So it's column 29. And 30 looks also good. Then we got this one. 31. This one is closed. These two are closed as well. So 31 to 34. Open, 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 open. These are all open. 47, 48, 49, 50. And the rest is open. Okay, so we have at least 10 if I haven't calculated wrong. Columns which we have to turn around. Okay, let's see. Blueprint, and then we take the master blueprint, but the ceiling version, so we don't have to invert all this stuff again. Now I'll do the correct wording. SvS 3 blueprint cave call. So 29 we started, and use the column. I guess it was written, yes, like this. Okay, I see the problem. We probably should allow that you could move all the things more into the ceiling. And to do so, we have to move the overlapping building blocker box check. Ah, gosh, so difficult. More to the bottom, and there was a second box, the placement checkbox, which we should also move down, and now we could move everything, I guess, more into the ceiling, if I'm not wrong. But let's check. Let's check that first. So we will have the... let's make it a little bit dirty. Let's use the item table and use the test bridge. And just change the blueprint. And I know what I forgot. I wanted to add something like this, so that I know it's a ceiling version. Ceiling. Seal call. Okay. So this is a test call seal. I don't know. I have to come up with a better name, so yes, our bridge hasn't changed, because once it's changed, it won't load it anew. And as you can see, we have our little test ceiling, test column, which we can put somewhere in the ceiling, which we probably have some low ceiling. Haven't we have some low ceiling over here? Just over here, okay. Just in the middle of the gangway. Okay, but it works. It works, and we can put some smaller thingy under it. Okay, it doesn't fit very well, but you can combine the columns with that. Okay, so it does work. And you can vary your cabinet a little bit more. Okay. So we have ceiling number 29. We have ceiling number 30, which we have the same blueprint, so we just can copy and paste that. We should just fix up the redirectors. And we have 31. No. Come on. Duplicate. 31 is correct. And some more copy and paste. Yes, if you have any questions, dear watchers, feel free to write them down in the chat so I can answer them. So here we go. Ceiling 29, 20, 31. Oh my gosh. Counting with Senja again. 32. As you can see, it's closed. Refresh all nodes, compile, save, good to go. Duplicate. 33. At least these aren't as many as we had before. So we are going to be a little bit faster. Refresh all nodes, compile. 34. And then it's 47 to 50. 34. Refresh all nodes, compile. Save, so now it's 47. Yeah, once everything is prepared, I can really include new items very fast. Yes. 48. I guess this is what you can name some kind of rapid development. 49. Compile, save, and the last one. 50. Refresh all nodes, compile, and ready. So we have to include them in a proper way. So how do we name that cave? It's kind of stalactite, but we will have that in a dedicated way later on, as well as placeable. So even if this makes no sense, I'm not sure about how to name that different. At least you will know that if it will have some ceiling in the name, it's hanging from the top. A solid rock hanging from the ceiling. And we will have some more rocks, of course. So it's nothing which we really can use for a naming convention. Okay, so 234 and from 47 to 50. And this is why I really love to make this one inside another tool than within the dev kit. I just drag everything down and I have all my item names and all the stuff I need to fill in. So it's really easy and really fast, and it's just the initial setup that takes some time, and it's quite easy to use. So we just have to delete these ones and can get rid of these ones. And I have to do the linking again. So dragging the table outside of the screen and fetching the current path of the blueprint. So 2930. So because once I have done it, I can easily export everything into a CSV file and import that CSV file into my dev kit and within the data tables. And even if I mess up with my data tables, at some point I will still have my spreadsheet outside of the dev kit, and I can re-import everything again very fast. So, which gives me the hint that I wanted to test something. So just well, I'm soon done. Export. Okay. So inside my data tables, where are they? Here. I wanted to check if the undo bug is still in place. So the last time I wanted to showcase this, it didn't work. Table mania, yeah, tables, a lot of tables. So if I, for example, just delete this one or do whatever, so no way change that icon, and I want to undo this one It works correctly. Okay, why does it work? Okay, normally if I do this, probably it's fixed, I don't know. All the icons are gone, all the building classes are gone, and some more stuff is going to blow up. And so when I kept everything outside, I just have to re-import things, and all the things I changed are gone, and the stuff I did outside is back into the data table. So as you can see, we have that column ceilings, which we just have created, and we can go inside and have a look how they really look into that game. So, oop. Okay, seems to work. Yes. 5, 4. So if you have some higher ceilings than these which I have here, we had that in that other cave, you could easily connect that. So yes, it's probably more suitable for this. Can we? Oh, okay, I have to respawn them. Or you see the other spawn ones. I guess we're here somewhere. So if you have another column, you can do something like this and place it this one below, and you get some whatever lovely rock formations hanging from a ceiling. Okay, so this did work. Still doesn't solve the bridge problem. I guess I have to have a look if I have some good looking bridges somewhere else in my asset packs. But I cannot use this gangways. Okay. So we already have the arcs included. We have the columns. We have the crystals. I'm not sure about the floors yet, but let's head over to the huge Mesa. I don't know how it is pronounced correctly. So let's do another folder and start the blueprints. So it will be from our master blueprint. And it's on the floor. That's okay. Mesa. Okay, Mesa. No one. 01. And here we probably, I'm not sure. We should probably just increase this so we can sink it later on deeper into the ground. So we have to put on the overlapping building blocker box. Check. I love that. A little bit higher. And this one as well. As I fear we will have some bigger ones. So Misa. Okay. It's not that huge, but it's not aligned correctly. I'm not sure how you want to use these. So it's, well, you place it so the ground will somewhere over here, and you can sink it into the earth if you want to, but you could, yeah, probably also use it as some starting point, or I don't know, some rock balcony or whatever. Not sure if it's good in this way, but let's see. We will do, I guess, one more, and let's have a look into the game. How it looks there. Are they all the same? Okay, nearly same sized. Okay, let's take a larger one and just have a look. Refresh all nodes, compile. Yeah, yes and no. The rocks will have their own material swapper, so to say, which will be a so-called switcher. As all these items are replaceables, they need some different mechanism to switch or swap the materials. For the cavern parts, which are the tunnels and the caves itself, these are building parts. And this uses some other technique to swap the materials. And I already have with the SvS appearance widget, the so-called saw widget, you can switch single placeables, but I want to ease that process. So if you have, for example, I can showcase you. If you have, let me show. At least this is already configured. The crystals. So for example, you have some so you can either change color. Oh, I see. I really need to include that header information. Crystals, header. Well, I can change color manually for everyone. Okay, here it is I don't know if I remove this the sizes or if I let it be inside. So you can change everyone by one, and later on you find out, it might be some stupid idea to have so many different colored crystals. I want to have everything to be in the same color, so you can use the switcher and, for example, color everything around you to green or to white. Well, that was outside of reach. That works. So you will have for each color a switcher, and this will work for every SvS placeable which supports that color theme. So in this case, if you change, for example, the tunnels to a reddish version, and you want to switch all the columns and the stalagmites and stalactites and rocks and whatever is inside, you can use that switcher. So this will save you a lot of time to change everything manually. You just have to be aware that it has a certain radius around your player character, and that the switching or swapping will just take place within that radius. So everything which is outside won't change. So you probably have to run around a little bit and press that switcher hotkey in your quick bar several times to switch all your items. But I don't want to make that radius too big, because it can be that you just want to change a smaller area or whatever, and yeah, you have to be a little bit careful, and I don't want you to accidentally change it to too huge region. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. So the main difference why I cannot exclude that material switching option is that I need to cast for the classes somewhere. And I need to include the class names, and I guess I need to have the references somewhere. So I guess there were some restrictions, so that you just can have that information inside your own mod, but you cannot use this from another mod. While switching the materials from blueprints is to change their meshes, and you just need to have the mesh name, and this is something which you can provide, and you don't have to cast anything, which is quite good. Okay, Mesa. I guess it's Mesa. We have to design some item entries, table entries for the Mesas. So we have the cave, Mesa 01. And I guess it was... I don't know if we have that many. Huge stone Mesa. And of course we have to have a sequential item ID and the unique ID, and everything else will be fine. So we just have to get rid of these. And then we can include our testing class paths over and export stuff, which you currently do not see. It's just pressing a button. And there we go. Data tables, where are you? Here you are. Let's check. But I think it might be a good idea to head back to a more solid place where you can see how big these Mesa are. Oh, great. I started with 2 and 3. Why don't I have Mesa 1 inside? We do have Mesa 1. But I see. I made a little mistake. So Mesa 1 was another time column 50, the blueprint, and so it got messed up. Reimport. No, not using escape. I just want to use this one. But it's still not showing. Why not? Okay, what else have I messed up? Okay, it's also not showing up in here. Why not? Why not? Why not? $200. Okay. We got that doubled. My bad, my bad. And now we should have Mesa 1, which is also true for this one, okay. Yeah, one have to pay attention to that small bugs. I'm gonna pick your brain on how to apply the good materials to the other shear mesh. Yeah, well, I guess it's it's either trial and error, and partly it can be that you have to repaint some areas, or that the UV map is somehow broken, and that you cannot use this without making it anew. But you really have to see how it turns out to be best. Mesa 1. Come on. Haven't I included it currently? Yeah, okay, now it's inside. Now we should be able to find it if we press play. Mesa, there you are. Okay, it's not that big as I would have expected it to be. And it's an unknown item. Oh my gosh. Funcom. Haven't you still fixed that? I had that bug. Okay. Refresh all nodes, refresh all nodes. Compile. Okay. Well, it's not that huge that I would have expected, but this way it's okay. So if we want to place it deeper, we can. And sink it into the ground. Can we use this by any chance for our gap? I guess not. Because we are searching for the ground within the middle of that stone. So we just... Yeah, I am lost as soon as we want to place it somewhere over here. But we can use the appearance widget for it. Which direction is it? No. I should have included some things to make it faster as well. So in theory you should be able to design your bridge having different stones. Which are somehow connected to each other. You just should have a look that it looks a little bit realistic, and yes. Okay, and this even looks like it would have been one piece of stone. So you could at least cross that gap. And we absolutely need something to place on that bottom. So for example, that we have some small river, or I don't know. Yes, it would be boring if everything would work the way we want. You have to be creative, or to say it with Bob Ross, these are all little happy accidents, aren't they? And didn't I? It was. I thought I would have seen some unidentified something. No. Okay. Okay, so this works, and the Mesa are not that huge as I thought they would be. So I can take the correct one, and let's go on rapid development again. Mesa 3. You will have lots of different rocks and stones and whatever. Yeah, Bob Ross. Yeah, I have to admit, when I'm that is Mesa 4. When I'm painting, it mostly doesn't look like the way I want it to have, and then I really need to make a break, and when I watch it on the next day, I think it's quite perfect very often. So these are indeed happy little accidents, and which makes the painting to be perfect. Because every time when I try to correct these things, which I think which are impure or imperfect, I just make everything worse and bad and not good looking any longer. So I've learned my lesson to just often leave it that way it was at the beginning. Mesa 6. Okay, but at least in this, using this Mesa would solve the bridge problem. Mesa 7. Gate. I guess we don't have that many. We have, oh, just 18. That's good. So it won't be too boring. I guess the stalactites and stalagmites will be a little bit more interesting again. Yeah, hence I don't touch older stuff at all. Yes, you're correct. The only time if I touch then any painting is to overpaint it if I'm just sick of it and want to get rid of it. So I really did this for 1 or 2 pictures, I guess. So and the new ones went out much better than the previous ones. But I also have used that technique to create some art itself, which turned out quite lovely. Wait, let me check. I guess I did make some screenshots. So this was the start painting, that was some kind of acrylic pouring, which I then draw some circles on, and started to paint more black spaces. As you can see, these are vanishing, and what was it? No, I guess this was the, or was it this one? I don't know. Where's the final one? Might be that this was semi-final. I guess I have corrected this one, or something I did with this. So I thought it quite nice, actually. So seen from distance, it's like we have several planets or whatever on a dark sky, and I could spotlight all that parts which I thought were very nice when I had that original painting, which I had here. So in total and scene, this didn't turn out that well. So I had just the bubbles over here, which I wanted to accomplish or achieve, and here I had some, and yes, so I could set some more highlights to the areas I wanted. Yeah, purple is best color. So, okay, that was a short extent of my painting skills, or no skills. Me certain. So back to modding. So a lot of lovely rocks. 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 And we will have some really overkill with that stalagmites and stalactites, I can assure you. So as soon as we get there, we will have not reaper render, just refresh. I found out that if I'm using active components on my blueprints, sometimes the references get lost or do weird kind of stuff, and it often helps if I refresh all nodes. So it seems that it's compiling and saving the blueprint afterwards, but I'm not sure about that, so I'm doing that manually again. And I hope with that step of refreshing all the nodes that the blueprints are good to use. So 17, 16, I guess 2 more or 3 with this one. And then we just have to link them. So we already have prepared the item, so we just have to include the dev kit path into our table and we're fine. Refresh, compile. Yeah, really rapid development. No, wait, 18. Refresh, compile. And there we are. So, and now we're on copy spree. Where's my mouse? Here it is. I'll do it on this on my second monitor again. So it is a little bit easier for me. Okay, we copied over the first 2. So we have to include 3, 4, 5. Counting with Senja. Wait. 5, 6, 7. I'm feeling like Count from Sesame Street. I guess it's Count. Or how is that little counting vampire named in the English series? In German it's Graf Zahl, so it would be Count. But I don't know how it's in English. $12, $13. 14, 15, 16, 17. And I prepared way too many Misa items. 18. Okay, up to 20. 22, 23. Okay, my item table. Oh, we already had prepared that as well. Okay, so I just have to export and I shouldn't forget to save. And we just need to import that and we can have a look what we just have done. Re-import. Save all. Play. Yes, I have ticked that for all the materials and also for that too I did myself. I'm always ticking that. used with instant static meshes checkbox. I learned my lesson. I really did. Ghost. Let's ghost out. But I wonder, we were over here. Why didn't it saved the game? Okay. Why ever? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and everyone is looking different. And when I guess I am doing it when nobody's watching. I need to configure all that placeables to have that color change options, and then I need to configure the switcher items. But I will do this once I'm done with all that stone placeables, because it's just copy and paste and a lot of concentration, but mainly it's some steps doing repeatedly. Let's see. Okay, these were the first ones. Let's free the quick bar. And let's fetch the next ones. 8, 9, 10, 8. Okay, we did 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I 10, 11, 11 is missing. Where did I did spawn that? Okay, let's take this one. So more stones, more stones, more stones. Bigger ones, smaller ones. Okay. I shouldn't probably... yes, of course you can use this one as a small cave as well, if you like to. No, we are inside that stone. So there's no way out. So they are empty. Oh, and my other me wants to have some water. Okay. And we can have lovely... No. I wanted to do it this way. Lots of things when using it with saw. So you can make them stand or, well, do whatever you like. But it's nice that you have some quite flat surface on them. So you can use this for many different things. Great. So we have 16, 2 more missing. Just let's make sure that we have did everything correctly. Yes, and these were ones were empty, so when spawning 19 and trying to do something. You can see nothing happens as we have not set up any blueprint for that. I can sink it to the ground. Okay. Works as a charm. Okay. So we made that columns, that ceiling columns or whatever. We have made the misers, and let's head over to all that lovely stalagmites. And if we turn them around, we have stalactites hanging from that ceiling. And I think these are very lovely to be placed. You can even, well, use them as spikes in some pits or something, if you want to. Okay, so we have no less than 48 items. Oh my gosh. Okay, this will be copy and pasting spree. Or we can probably, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Blueprints, new folder, C, stalag, stick, not stalag, stick. I just named it stick. Okay, so we are having the master blueprint because first we start with the floor versions. 3BP stalactite. No, stalagmite it is. Mite is coming from bottom and growing to the top, and stalactite is hanging from the ceiling, growing to the bottom. Stalagmite. So at least we don't have to include a ceiling into that name. Okay, so let's stalag. How are they named? Stalag. I didn't name them, so this is not my usual naming scheme. And we got some free ones. Okay, I guess I will just add them at the end. So we are not at 48, but on 50. Great. And here we have some more columns, so to say, which are combined stalagmite, stalactite. Yeah, probably if we just do everything from the floor, standing from the floor, we should include these as well as hanging from the ceiling. So you can still put some rocks or whatever under those. Yes, I really do like that asset pack myself. So when I saw the first pictures with that, the rendered pictures, I always thought myself, oh my gosh, and this is what I really want to bring into that game, and I really want to have that caves within Conan Exiles. I love caves, and I love to make labyrinth with tunnels, and you should be able to freely decorate them as you want to. And the only thing which is very sad is that you cannot build beneath the surface, so you can't really dig any holes or whatever, and to make it feeling really underground, to be an underground. So you have to build everything into the air, and you have to find some spot on the border of the map or wherever to build your underground cavern parts, which is a little bit sad, but well, I cannot change that. But at least, well, be creative. You'll find a way to do whatever you want to do. So here we have the first mesh. And let's start. I guess we have to sink it more into the ground? Probably not, and that default setting should be good to go. Refresh, compile. And here we go with the copy and pasting spree. No, not rename it, duplicate. So this is a little bit boring again. So a little fun fact, we already have 220 items. Okay, not really, just 215 items inside the mod. But oh. Okay, I am shortly AFK. I will be back in a couple of seconds. Okay, I'm back again. I just realized that it was heavily raining outside, and I had some open windows, and heavy rain and open windows aren't friends. Okay, so I just closed everything very fast. So where did we stop? Mesh. Stalagmite mesh 3. This one, okay. More like a socket. Oh wait, we forgot to check the refresh all nodes button. So the first ones are more like to be placed somewhere under something That was too early. It is just like having a stone lying somewhere. But the more interesting parts, I guess, will... Oh. Okay, we have a huge variation of sockets, it seems. Come on, let's give some spikes. Okay, that's not a spike, that's a combined stalagmite, stalactite, one. Okay. So we will have these. First, before we come to the real spikes. And I'm really looking forward to see as soon as this is released, to see what you do with all these assets and to see all your caves and decorated caves. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the screenshots. I'm always interested to see what you're doing with my stuff. Okay, this is, well, not a really sharp spike, but a spike-like looking stone. Ten, just 40 more to go. Oh my gosh. Now here we are on the rock section. I have to scroll up again here. Yeah, so that's some lovely dry stalagmite stone. Interesting one. Refresh and save 1111. Duplicate. Yeah, this will be really awesome. And all that stalagmites and stalactites aren't that bad in terms of optimization. So it's absolutely okay if you scatter them around and use very many of them. Compile, refresh, compile, save. 14. Oh, that's a bigger one. Okay, when we test these, I guess I have to spawn another cave. So we have some space to place all of these lovely ones. I guess the original asset pack maker haven't had in mind that it could be used for players to place every asset he created. Guess it was originally designed to be used within level or map design. But I want you to use these assets as well as admins and to decorate your servers. So, okay, if you want to give all that items to your players, well, I fear you have to come up with a solution using Pippi and designing some dedicated thespians or whatever. But I don't want to bring in some feats to learn to craft these things. Because the caves and tunnels are very, very huge. And I don't think you want to have them spread everywhere because they're simply cool and players want to use them everywhere. This could probably ruin your landscape a little bit in terms of aesthetics. So you really have a huge variation. And remember, you will be able to colorize every placeable which has a stone material with several colors. For example, this is even a free to use one. What you have, for example, a reddish one, you have a gray one, you have just examples, a very green one. So if you have some moss spawning everywhere, you have several brown colors, sand colors, even some wall colors, so you can mix them in the colors you want to have or give it all the same color. You can simply go crazy. And it will, well, require me to do lots of configuration on my side, but it's just, like I said before, lots of copy and paste and a little bit of concentrational work. But the main system is already in place and it works. So it's just a matter of when I get some time to do all this, and it's not a matter of is it possible at all. So this is quite nice, I would say. "24. Nearly through with half of it. I'm not sure if this one is in terms of physics is the correct one. So if you have it, for example, hanging from the top, it might be, well, valid, but I'm not sure if it's a valid form to appear on the ground. Well, worst case, you can decorate your personal hull with that and use it as a spike. So lots of stalagmites and stalactites. And these are tiny. Okay. Not tiny ones. I guess I really have to include some sizing options. No problem at all. Also some small and tiny ones. This one is a little bit bigger and you have more, I don't know, spikes at a single placeable. So you don't have to set each spike for yourself. You can use a bundle or a bunch of them at once, having different forms or showing different state of growth, I guess, as it will take not only years but thousands of years or millions of years to grow like this, drop per drop. I even have sound files, so you can hear it dropping. I guess I will. I'm not sure. I probably will include this on some either some kind of rock or even some kind of stalactite, stalagmite. So you can use it in your caves and get the corresponding and fitting sound atmosphere around you. At least this is my plan. I'm not sure if when I am playing this that you can hear it, but we can try. Can you hear it? Dropping very silently. So can you hear it, chat? Okay, I hope you was able to hear that. I'm not sure if I can do it a little bit. I can increase the volume multiplier, so I probably can make it a little bit louder. It's very faint and silent noises. Guess it will be better hearable within the game. Okay, just have to shortly write a small test message. Okay, so back to modding things. Where was I here? 30. So I guess it will, if you hear all the drops, it will be quite nice, especially if you use several ones and hearing different drops and having and locating different sources of drops coming down and falling. I guess this will be quite nice to have in-game. And I don't envy all the players or admins that have to get used how and which stalactite and stalagmite is looking how. I guess it will be quite some trial and error to find the correct one, which one was looking for. And I fear I won't make it easier because when I'm doing all that icons, that pesky icons, I hate icons. Then I thought about making some generic ones, which are actually no screenshot of that current placeable, but just some small symbol-like icons, so that you have also that you can see it's a stalagmite or it's a stalactite and its number, but the complete details, no, I don't want to make a screenshot from every icon. Forget it. I really don't want to do that. It's so much work. And I hate icons. But I guess I'm repeating myself. So, and I guess at a certain size of that icon, you even if I would make some screenshots, you couldn't differentiate if it's either this one or 37 or whatever, or I don't know. So it depends quite a lot from the size and angle of your screenshot. And I don't think it's worth the time. So this will be only some roughly depicting symbols. It would be any different if there were more visuals which I could differentiate the icons. For example, you can better differentiate between a chair and a table than between two nearly same looking stalagmites or stalactites. So you don't have to really see if this is this huge, or if this has 7 or 6 stalagmites or stalactites included. And so I guess a symbol is much better. 41, 9 to go. Oh yes, that spike field. I remember that from that small preview of that meshes. Okay, connecting all that blueprints to the item table will be, oh wait, forgot to refresh all nodes. Will be some more time, a little bit of time consuming copy and paste work, but we will go through this together. And there's a saying in German, geteiltes Leid ist halbes Leid, which translates like if you share the pain, you split it in 2 halves, so it isn't that much painful any longer. So I hope this will be true and not the other way around. Oh no, not copy the path, that comes later. And not the other way around, where shared pain will be doubled or tripled pain. But I'm always saying this is some work that belongs to the work as a modder, and you have to do this nevertheless, no matter if you're watching or not. But at least I am not feeling that lonely when you are watching. So furthermore, you're having a lot of sneak peeks for all that items that are up to come. So I guess I haven't shown that many items for quite so long, for such a long time. So I'm really looking forward to be done with it someday and to be able to release it. And even if people say, oh my gosh, not again, such a huge mod, what's inside the mod already is, in terms of the raw assets, is already within the mod pack file. And I just linked that, and as you can see, I'm creating the blueprints, but the blueprints itself or themselves aren't that big in terms of size. So the mod pack size, I guess it won't change that much when it comes to release. Probably it will even shrink when I'm deleting things which I really do not need to have inside the mod. So when I'm not wrong, the size of the mod, of the packed mod, is around 500 MB. So it isn't that huge, and I guess it's acceptable. And as you know me, I always want to optimize all my things. So, yes, the free items. The free ones. So you will get quite a lot of items for that file size. Okay, we're done with all the floor variations. And it's tickling in my nose. So 50 stalagmites. What have I done here? Oh no, it's correct, but formatting did go wrong. Okay. So we had 18 Mises and stalagmite. This seems wrong. But don't you write stalagmite this way? Let's check. Stalagmite. Yeah, in German it's with a G, I know. But in English, oh, it's also with a G. Damn it. Okay, so I misspelled my blueprints. But at least I can spell it correctly in the item name. So, and we need to make 50 of this. I know, my description is very short. And we need to even make it a little bit longer. So we are already having more than 260 items when we're done with it. And it will be even 50 more when we do some ceiling version, so to say, the stalactites. I just want to delete that rows. And we already can drag that things down. So we have that prepared as well. And we have to link that all that blueprints again, which I will do on the second screen. So pay attention that I'm not copying the wrong ones. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, at least we will be able to see all these lovely stalagmites very soon within that game. And after I have built everything at least once, I'll end the stream because I notice I'm getting hungry and I need to make some dinner to fill in that hole in my stomach. By the way, there's, at least for the German speaking audience, I'm synchronizing and helping to translate a mod that includes vocal lines for various thrall emotes or player emotes when drinking, eating spoiled food, or become drunk, or fighting, or whatever. And you can hear my voice there for the female parts, even if I know my voice is quite deep and not that high-pitched that some other females have. So it might probably more fit to some fighter females having many muscles and screaming loudly and whatever. So they may have some deeper voice, so there my voice might be appropriate. So I can throw the links into the chat if you want to check it out. The modder is searching for some more speakers. He has some French lines and French voices and vocals and English ones. So if you think you want to join that project, feel free to say hello to him So this is one of his mods. And where is the second one? Yeah, also make sure to go to his workshop page. There he has some more, I guess 1 or 2 more mods, including vocal lines. So check them out. He also included new animations. For example, if you're drinking from a river, that you're going to your knees and bending over to the water surface and yeah, really drinking like an animal. But I thought it quite fitting for the environment. So it's a very cool mod. And I noticed that somewhere I didn't make a copy and paste mistake. Gosh, where is it? So, because we are here having the 43 and I'm already at 45. Which can't be true. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. And here is some. I guess, yeah, I pasted that one for 21 over there. So let's include it correctly. Okay, this needs to be put above 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here we have a doubled one. That's small mistakes. And we do not use doubled. See, this would fail as well. Okay. So, like I said, it's kind of concentrational work. But we're soon done. Soon done. 49. 50. Export, save, and where are my tables? There. So you can see all my stalagmites are included now. So let's go on placing spree. Let's see how they are looking in gameplay. So we can place them over in our tunnel. Stillick. Okay, these are these sockets. And a very small one. And yes, I know that these are shown as unknown items. I'm not sure what is in that case. It's that stupid bug. So as soon as I'm... No, still not. Oh, come on. Even after reloading. Come on. Let's check. Nine, 10, 11. Worst case, I have to recompile all that things again. I hate it. Yes, I hate it. Don't ask me why this happens. Okay, we recompile the first 8, no, the first 9 items. Okay. I really have to touch the others as well. Annoying. That's quite annoying. Okay. I even had refreshed all that nodes. Why ever? Mysteries of the dev kit and of Funcom's implementation. But as long as that can be circumvented by anything I can do, I will do. But I fear, as this is related to the item data hasn't been loaded bug, it can be that even if I have configured everything correctly, that you aren't capable of changing material or sizes or whatever, and that it will load and look totally screwed. Which is something I really cannot influence. and I'm already nagging on the responsible persons to fix that bug or bugs. But yeah, it already was fixed, and then 2 patches later on it reappeared, which was really bad. But at least I knew then that it wasn't my bad and that it wasn't my mod's fault. So just let's pray that it might be fixed some when to be final and won't reappear. Okay, we're nearly through with touching every asset again. At least this is why it's good to test things in the dev kit first, and then it's most certainly that it will be good in the cooked version as well. But I try to test this as well, at least shortly, to make sure that if I release anything, that it will be as bug-free as possible. But of course, firstly I will announce a new development release. Feel free to help me testing things, and if you notice some unfixed stuff before I release the patch or a new totally a new mod, then feel free to hint that to me so that I can fix that. Compile. And the last ones. It's so annoying. Touch it every time I knew. And it's so boring. I start to sing. No. Okay, I probably shouldn't start singing like I would be under a shower or whatever. But I have to admit, I was in the school choir and I was singing the not the high pitched one, but the middle and low pitched female voice lines. And sometimes I even drifted to the lower male vocals. And this was quite some fun, at least, to sing with other people, but I wouldn't dare to sing alone. Okay. Yeah, I already see that watchers are leaving. So it's best not to continue singing, but to showcase more stalagmites. So we already came to 16. So let's yes, they are different. Why are they also unknown items? I just touched those. Come on. You really want to anger me, will you? Okay, from 16. I still don't get it why this happens. Don't know if it probably hasn't saved correctly, so just let's untick something and refresh notes and compile. So maybe this helps to get all the references correct and for that item to be correctly shown. Okay, at least last one we've placed should be working correctly again. Yeah, now we see the names. Except the last one. But I did touch that one. Why? Why don't you work as intended? It's still unknown. But it's saying it is 24. Come on. By the way, this isn't 24. See, it has this boat spike. Or bone. Bend over spike. And in the blueprint we have a different looking one. Stalagmite 24. And this is looking quite straight, am I wrong? straight, front. What the F is going on? Did we probably put the wrong? No, it's 24. I don't get it. Make sure to to check the table. This one, 20. Okay. Why is 24 connected to 25? I have fixed that. But probably I fixed that and didn't export it and import it. No, it's still wrong. Okay, let's check the item table. Probably yes, 2021. But it was correct over here. Yes, okay, probably because I was deleting something. So it got messed up. Because it has some reference, and maybe that, most certainly that references got wrong. So exporting it and importing it. And then we have a 24 linked the correct blueprint. Okay. So hopefully this makes us having the correct stalagmite again. Okay. Okay, 24. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's the cursed one, the smaller ones, and they're all again unknown items. So we will have to touch these for another time. So let's change more on how he's refreshing it correctly. And that we're then good to go with them as well. Yeah, that might be related to just duplicating blueprints. But it shouldn't be related to that. No, I didn't want to change that. Okay. So the newly placed ones should have a name now. 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Ah, yes, and I guess I got 33 in my inventory. And it's unknown. Why the hell is it unknown? Four, five, 6, 9. And all are unknown. But I did touch that. 33. Grrr. Well, okay, I cannot exclude that I'm maybe didn't click the correct things. When doing all that repeated steps. But normally it should really not matter if I refresh the nodes or not, or I don't know. It's quite annoying loading bug. Wait, I should turn that off. Compile. So it's always good to check things first before you are going to release things. So up to 40, we should again see all that names. 4, 34, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, okay, I mixed that. 39, 30, 40. Okay. Yeah, quite a lot of stalagmites. Yeah, okay, and I should place them better into the ground to better fit with the environment. And unknown. Man, why? I really have to touch everything again. This one is taller than the other one. Yeah, that's the difference. Not I am missing 50. No, not 650, just 50. Okay, 50. So let's edit and touch the last ones. Oh. To have corrected that misery. And then I really have to make a break. I noticed that my concentration is going to leave me. And I'm slowly fed up with stalagmites. Compile. Hey, what? Damn. No, I don't want to become famous. Spammer. Don't spam my channel. Man. Now I'm lost on track, okay. So change, refresh all nodes, compile. Small change, refresh all nodes, compile, and we're nearly done. Come on. Refresh, compile, and here we go. I should put the more to the ground as well. So 40, 41, 42, 44, 43. Yeah, I mixed that. 45, 46, 47, 48, 50. Where did I put? Oh. No. 49. Come on. Okay. Yes, so we have 50 stalagmites. I could even get this one and, for example, place it on top of that one so it would fit, or do whatever you want to. Okay. So I guess we did quite a lot for today. 50 stalagmites. I will do the stalactites another time. We have that 18 Mises and lots of columns. And what's next to come? We have well, okay, the stalagmites will be also usable on the ceiling. Then you will have mushrooms, glowing mushrooms. You will have several rocks. I guess, and these are smaller than the mesas and partly as well the stalagmites. We will have some more additional spires. And I will see that you can place some particle effects like the will-o-wisps, so that are sparkling, for example, around some crystals or whatever, or around the mushrooms. We got some ambient dust. I guess I saw somewhere some placeable sunshines, so this might also be nice. I'm not sure if these ambient dust is it already, because you cannot really see it. It might be that these are some dust particles flying around which you currently cannot see. We have to see this in game then, and here I have some voice sounds like the dripping drops, the water drops falling down. We have some wind and some ambience, which is fitting for caverns. And yeah, maybe some bridges for the gaps. Oh, and yes, definitively some water or fluid or lava plains or whatever for some of the bigger caverns, so that you can cross rivers or some water pits or lava pits or whatever you want to design there. And I will give you all the tools that you need to have to decorate that. Yes, so we're at the end of the stream. Thanks for watching, and feel free to, I don't know, button, subscribe, no, whatever, to follow my stream, my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice evening. See you next time. Bye bye.